I'm doing this pretty quick. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I get the notification. Can you hear my voice? I've been battling a nasty cold. That's why I haven't done any satire. I sound like I've just this raspiness. Oh my gosh, I do not sound like myself. But I've been watching this whole thing. That's why I haven't done any satire and very little commentating this week. I've been battling a nasty cold. It's finally almost done. So if you're lots of tea, it's just been, miserable, basically. So, but I've been watching all of this, guys. I've been watching it all. Who's ready for it to end? Anybody ready for this thing to be done? Guys, we're having a Senate impeachment trial because President Trump looked into crime. That's right. That's what it comes down to. He said, hey, looks like some criminal activity is going on here. We don't want to give you, a bunch of money if there's still a lot of crime in your country. Some of the criminals that are committing crime actually are from our country, and they committed crime in your country. So, let's just make sure we don't have any crime. Okay, that's basically what he did, and they're trying to impeach him over looking into crime. Looking into crime. Okay, if he didn't look into crime, I would question his character. I would question the integrity of somebody that when they see somebody blatantly on front of camera saying that they told the Ukrainians that they weren't getting money in aid from the U.S. unless the prosecutor that was looking into his son is at this oil and gas firm. Even though Hunter Biden has no experience in oil and gas, he's at a firm sitting on the board of this firm or whatever, this oil and gas company, making $83,000 a month. And beforehand, just so you guys know, this company was under investigation for fraud and corruption. Okay, did that stop Hunter Biden? No, he still joined the board. Okay, he still joined the board because he's not going to turn down $83,000 a month. So he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you guys are criminals. I'll sit on your board. So that's basically what he does. And then Joe Biden comes along and knows that his son's company is being investigated and said, hey, you're not getting the $1 billion in aid unless you fire this prosecutor looking into my son's company. Okay, that's basically what happened. Now, President Trump sees this. He says, that looks shady. I mean, anybody looking at that, even if you're a Democrat, guys, even Democrats on here that troll me, you can't look at this. You can't look at that and not see, might be shady. Maybe they're, okay. So that's basically what he does. Hey, shady activity going on here. Make sure that this is cleaned up. Let's make sure that there's no criminal activity. Just because you're going to run for president or you're running for president doesn't make you exempt from crimes you might have committed overseas. Like, if that's the case, then every criminal that's committing crimes in other countries would just run for president, and then no one can touch them. They're just untouchable. Oh, they're committing crime. Don't touch them because they're going to run for president, or they might run for president. That's just that is so stupid, and that's what the Democrats want us to think. Yeah, Joe Biden's untouchable. No, Joe Biden is not untouchable. He's an American citizen and should be held accountable for what he did as vice president. And now I'm watching Adam Schiff. Oh my gosh, Adam Schiff, guys. I can't even with Adam Schiff. Like Adam Schiff, it takes all my goodness just to simmer down when I see the guy, because it's just like, he's such a liar. But now they're saying, now this is the Democrats' talking point. It's not a real trial. It's not a real trial because there hasn't been witnesses. Okay. There has been witnesses. Okay. We've actually seen witnesses in the Senate trial. They've been playing video clips. Has everybody been watching? They've been playing video clips of Bidman, Yovanovitch, We've seen multiple videos of the witnesses that they had in the House in the Senate trial. Okay, I've seen them playing these clips. Those are witnesses on display for the Senate to see. So next time somebody says, hey, it's not really a Senate trial because there were no witnesses. No, we saw the witnesses. The witnesses were there. We saw the witnesses, video clips of the witnesses. Okay? Video clips of that one guy. I mean, the one guy that hates Trump. Was it Vidman? I don't know. But I mean, we saw several witnesses. So that's not a talking point for them. They want to call new witnesses. No, you don't get a call at 19th or 20th witness. Okay, you had your chance to call witnesses. You presented them in the House. The job here is the House has completely failed. They didn't bring a strong case because there's no case, okay? There's no case to present to the Senate. So now they're like, oh, we don't have a case. So now let's say that we have to have witnesses in order for this to really be a trial. It's just, okay. I read this book called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie to my kids. You guys might have read it, okay? If you give a mouse a cookie, they're gonna want, if you give they're gonna want a glass of milk. And then they're gonna want this. Then they're gonna want that. They're gonna want to keep wanting things. You will never satisfy these people, okay? Ever. You'll never satisfy the Democrats. They're relentless. I almost prefer they kept going. I thought that at first. At first, I was like, yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just, have it all out. But then I started thinking, if they call Hunter Biden, if they call Joe Biden, if they call the whistleblower, these guys are just going to plead the fifth. They're not gonna answer anything at all. Okay. And John Bolton. Oh my gosh, John Bolton. Okay, just so you guys know, I was never a fan of John Bolton ever. There will be several events actually that I was invited to. He was here in Colorado, and I was like, I don't have to see him. Like, there's nothing. I don't know why I get these gut things, and then it turns out legit. I don't know. But I had a gut thing with the guy, and I was like, no, I'm not. This is all about selling books, okay? John Bolton held this okay, and first of all, there's video of him talking about the Ukrainian phone call and saying that both calls that Trump had with the Ukrainian president were perfect. They were fine. So now he's going to contradict his story to try to sell books and say that something scandalous happened in the call, okay? But he's already on tape. Trump tweeted it out, him saying how wonderful the call was. So once you start lying, and now the call's not good. I mean, these people, part of the swamp, okay? And this is my message to President Trump. Clean the swamp, okay? Once he's reelected, because he's going to get another 4 years, I believe. Once that happens, get people in there that had your back, way back when. Because there's all sorts of people crawling out suddenly ooh, yeah, loyal. Have the people that had you when you came down the escalator, okay? Surround those people. Put those people on your team, okay? Because there's a lot of people that are snakes, okay? There's snakes in the administration still leaking stuff to the press. That needs to stop immediately. I mean, if these people aren't on board for an America First policy agenda, they shouldn't be in your cabinet. They shouldn't be on your staff. They shouldn't be anywhere around you. I mean, I'm cleaning that thing out. Get rid of these people. They are there to destroy the America First agenda. So the president has got to clean house. And I really hope he just cleans house. I mean, I'd fire a ton of people, clean it up. No Obama holdovers. I mean, it's absurd to me that there should be anyone there that was on the Obama administration. That's just, no, get him out. Let's see here. Oh, and I have one other point because I know the Senate's about to start talking again. But the Dems are arguing that Trump is acting in his own personal interests about the Biden's involvement in Ukraine. Okay, I want to know about the Biden's involvement in Ukraine. Okay, I'm an American citizen. I pay taxes. This isn't just Trump curious here. This is the American public curious what happened. I think every single American out there would like answers to the questions we have. I like everything. I bet you every single American out there would like to know why was Hunter Biden sitting on a Ukrainian oil and gas company when he had no experience in oil and gas? Why was he making $83,000 a year? Why was the prosecutor fired that was investigating Burisma? And why was aid withheld until the prosecutor investigating Burisma was fired? I'd like the answers to those questions, okay? So it's not just Trump that wants to know and Trump trying to benefit his own campaign and his own. No, this is the American public would like to know the answers to this, because this is some shady crap going on, and we all need to know the answers to it. All of us. And also, like, they're acting like it's just horrible that Trump would do anything to benefit himself. Okay, every single campaign promise that Trump has made that he's kept is benefiting Trump. Every single campaign promise that President Trump has followed through on is benefiting Trump. Okay, promises made, promises kept. Are the Democrats now going to bring articles of impeachment on promises made, promises kept? I mean, this is so absurd to me. Because Trump benefiting Trump is American people benefiting. Because Trump is all about America. He's all about putting America first. He's all about America first policies. So if he's doing that, we're all benefiting. And the Democrats hate that. They hate that because they don't want America first. They hate that because they want globalism. They want socialism. It's very simple. I mean, this is not complex, okay? And if you're against Trump, you're straight up socialist or globalist, because he is for America. He's putting America first. Millions lifted off of welfare. Millions now employed. Lowest unemployment rate in like 50 years. Record low unemployment for Blacks and Hispanics. I mean, and if you don't like that, I would like really check yourself on why. Like, why? One of President Trump's counsel was on you guys probably all saw it, but he was on the Senate floor, like laying out all the wonderful things that Trump has done. And I don't know how anyone could oppose that, unless you're a globalist or a socialist. I have no idea how anyone could be like, no, that's horrible. Lowest Black unemployment, that's just terrible. I mean, who? No, we want people on welfare. Yep, that's what we want. No, I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. So that's what I wanted to come on and say. I know most of you guys are like me, just watching the Senate trial, like so ready for it to be done. I'm hearing they don't have the votes to call witnesses. That could change, but that's what I'm hearing. If that is the truth, then we could have a vote as soon as tomorrow on acquittal, which would just be awesome. Trump has the State of the Union address on Tuesday, and I would love for him to come into that house acquitted. I mean, it would just be a beautiful moment. I would just be like, slow clap. Let's do this. 2020. I mean, I'm so ready. And listen, if we're going to see tantrums, and I'm sure I'll be reenacting all of them for you, because the Dems are just going to have a complete meltdown once this happens, which I thoroughly will enjoy. Now there looks like he's from Scarface. That's funny. George, I like that. Bolton is a clown. Yeah, I know, right? Hopefully my voice gets better. I'm like, so, and I did that right in the mic. Sorry. It's just gross. I'm sorry. What did Raymond say? Hey, Raymond, we need to open an investigation to see if the Democrats have any ties. That's awesome. Any ties to America? Do you have any love for America, Democrats? Because where is your America first? Where is your wanting to do good for the American people? Really? And somebody was like, well, Democrats really care about, poverty and the poor. They do not care about poverty and the poor. Okay? They are not about, listen, the Democrat Party is not about helping poor people or people that are hurting or anything like that. You know what they're about? They're about making people dependent upon the government. That's their sole objective. That is all they care about. That is all they want. They want government dependency. Now, why do they want government dependency? They want government dependency to get your votes. Okay? Because if you're dependent on the government, then you're going to vote Democrat, because Democrats are all about enlarging government and taking care of people. But that's not taking care of people. Having someone dependent on something, it's like, are you free when you're dependent on drugs? Are you free when you're dependent on alcohol? Are you free when you're dependent on opioids? Are you free? That's what they want. Democrats want you trapped. They want you dependent. They want you to have no way to really loose yourself and be free. Look at their policies. It's constantly to keep you on the drug. And it's sick and it's wrong. They don't, and since they declared war on poverty, our poverty has increased. Since they created this whole welfare structure, more people are living in poverty. Our education is completely failing us. I mean, you start to look at these statistics, and once the government starts to take over these entities, and it does so much damage to the individual and their ability to really be free. They don't want freedom. That's what they want. And if they can get your vote, they have power. And this is all about power to them. It's all about control to them. Conservatives don't want that. I want you to be free. I want you to do what you need to do. I want you individual freedom. I don't want the government telling you what to do. I don't want the government upping your business. I want the government out of your life. That's what I believe in. So that's, I just heard them. So I was trying to shut it off because they're taking the floor again. So I'm not going to take up your time because I know you guys are watching too. But I'll be back probably to give you guys a rundown, especially once we find out if they're going to call witnesses or not, because that's exciting. All right, you guys, go back to watching the Senate. You guys are awesome. Thank you to my supporters. I have some new supporters. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And we will talk again soon. Bye, guys.